Welcome to Math Understood, and today we are going to be exploring circumference and diameter. So just some review. Circumference is the boundary or perimeter of a circle. And diameter is a line segment that joins 2 points on the circumference of a circle and it passes through the center. And the diameter is the longest line segment that can be drawn inside of a circle. The radius is half of a diameter, meaning the distance from the center of a circle to a point on the circumference. So just a reminder, diameter goes all the way across from one point on the circumference to another point on the circumference, passing through the middle. And again, radius just goes halfway to the center of the circle. Pi, or the symbol represented here, is the 16th letter of the Greek alphabet, and it is known as the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, and its value is about 3.14. Another way to write the relationship between circumference and diameter is through the equation circumference, or c, is equal to pi times d, or diameter. So now that we have gone through some of the concepts, we're going to work through some examples. So the first is when we have a radius of 6 meters. Now it's important to keep in mind that we're looking for diameter. So in order to get that, we take our radius, we times it by 2, which will give us our diameter. It's also important to recognize that when we have our diameter and we divide it by 2, we can also get our radius. This is something to keep in mind as we move forward with other examples. So now that we have our radius, we can turn it into our diameter. So that's 6 meters times by 2, which gives us a diameter of 12.0 meters. And now what we're going to do is put it into our equation. So circumference is equal to pi times 12 meters, which gives us a circumference value equal to 37.7 meters. Now it's important for us to include to 1 decimal place because our radius was included to 1 decimal place. It is also important to include our unit of measurement, which is in meters. So here's a second example for us to do, and we're trying to solve for diameter when we've been given the circumference. So our circumference value is equal to 10.0 centimeters, which is equal to pi times our diameter, which is what we're looking for. Now if circumference is equal to pi times diameter, diameter should be equal to our circumference divided by pi. So how we're going to do that is we're going to divide by pi and divide by pi, which gives us a diameter equal to 3.2. And again, it's important to include the unit of measurement, and we've rounded to 1 decimal place because our circumference was given to 1 decimal place. So for our next example, I would like you to try and solve this problem when we have a diameter value equal to 5 centimeters and we're looking for the circumference. So please pause your screen and work through this example. Now that you've had some time to work through this example, we're going to do it together. So circumference is equal to pi times our diameter, which is 5 centimeters. And our circumference, when we times pi by 5, we get a value of 15.7 centimeters. But remember that the diameter given to us has no decimal places, so we need to round up. So we're going to round this up, which gives us a circumference value equal to 16. And it's important to also include our unit of measurement, which is centimeters for this example. So this is our last example, and I would also like you to work on this on your own. So for this example, we have a radius of 10 centimeters, and we are looking for the circumference in diameter. So please pause the screen and work through this example. Now that you've had some time to work through this example on your own, we're going to solve it together. So remember our rule about finding our diameter. So we go r times by 2 equals d, but we also know that if we needed to, we could find our radius if we divide our diameter by 2. So for this, our diameter is equal to 10 centimeters times by 2, which gives us a diameter equal to 20 centimeters. So now when we're solving for circumference, we have pi times our diameter, which is 20 centimeters, and our circumference equals 62.3 centimeters. But remember, our radius given to us had no decimal places, so we're going to round up that value, which gives us a circumference equal to 63 centimeters. Again, remember to include our unit of measurement.